What's that guy's name?
Stephen Klubeck.
Stephen Klubeck. Eric Cartman, fucking fantastic.
Or Eric Cartman.
I love it. My audience is funny.
Or Jimmy. I think another appropriate name is Stephen No Neck. Because he doesn't have a neck. I would be that angry too if my neck wasn't fully developed.
Hey, he's just a working class guy trying to survive, all right? He's working hard.
He made fun of, I watched Mike's video on this. I don't know if you watched his video on this, but when he called him, what did you call him?
Well, Stephen? I made fun of his neck, but it also...
Wait, you made fun of what?
His neck? And
he doesn't have a neck. How could you make fun?
Lack of a neck. But he looks like a real-life version of Eric Cartman from South Park. Does he not? Exactly. And he acts like him, too.
And yes.
And the Democrats respect his authority. That's how that works.
You will respect my authority! But when you made fun of his neck, I almost pissed myself at home.
Did you?
Because I just drank a lot of water, but also it's fun to see a progressive guy make fun of someone's physicality. I love it. But he does not have a fucking neck. I'm not kidding. He doesn't. If they tried to kill him during the French Revolution, he would have lived.
They'd give him a haircut, Jimmy.
They would have said, we can't kill that guy. Oh, the king turtle. So let me get these jokes ready. Hang on. I like that Nancy Pelosi doesn't care about things that happened in the past because they have no impact on the future. Just look at the Iraq War. These jokes are sad. Some of these jokes are sad.
What's that?
Some of them. I'm already almost drunk, and I've been trying to get drunk all goddamn weekend, and I have not pulled it off. But there's something about a live show, I just can't stop drinking martinis. And here we go. The Resistance?
Keep persistent.
I am keeping persistent. Yes, I am. You guys are a great support group, by the way. Maybe I shouldn't drink. Don't be a quitter! Don't be a quitter! Come on, we're all having a good time. Don't fucking shit on it, Jimmy. Do a shot, pussy! So here's this hard-on. You know who this guy, you know, right? So, here we go. No Neck Nick. What do you call him?
Stephen No Neck.
Stephen No Neck. Look at his collar. It's up to his cheeks. His collar's up to his fucking cheeks. Where he has winter supplies stored. He has nuts in there and some gingham. What is gingham? Here we go.
Continue to say, down with the billionaires, we can't stand the rich. A lot of people want to be rich. So is it the right message that the Democrats are going with?
It's so effing wrong.
Whoa.
I like how the host acts really upset that he said effing.
Whoa.
Watch, listen to her. Listen to how
Continue to say, down with the billionaires, we can't stand the rich. A lot of people want to be rich. So is it the right message that the Democrats are going with?
It's so effing wrong.
Whoa.
I am so bleeping upset.
Whoa, Mr. Whittle, you said a letter from the alphabet. Hey, watch your P's and Q's, buddy. With the Effie. It's fucking unbelievable. All right, here we go. Here's this guy.
I've talked to Schumer. I've talked to Wyden. I've talked to Pelosi.
And said what?
And I said, if you use the term bill again, I'm done.
Why?
Because
I'm fucking one of them. That's why. Look at me. God damn it, I pay for sex. What do you think? I'm one of those guys. That's hilarious. Why? Why would you not want people to use that? Here we go.
it's aspirational. I didn't start with anything. Just penalize everyone that's done well. We all want to do well. And we should be the party of doing well. We should be a party of business and leadership.
We should be the party of do well. And if you can't do well, you're deported.
We should be the party of doing well. We should be a party of business.
Does this guy know that there's a Republican Party? There's already a fucking party of business. Chickmunk Jaws. There's fucking already. It's called the Republican Party. Why else would you... So now we're supposed to have two parties that are pro-business? They already are, right? So the reason why half the country is poor or low income is because both political parties represent management. That's why. And it's about time we had a party that represents workers again, ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to say that we do have two parties. We have a conservative party, right? And fascist party.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'd have been more
Whoa.
interesting earlier. Sorry about that.
Well, the way... But my joke, what was it? It was something like that. It probably won't work now. My joke was the Conservative Party is in disarray in America, and the Republicans are fucked up too.
It worked.
Still
It
works.
worked.
That's more of a pity applause than a real applause, but I appreciate it.
Jimmy, can I ask you, is this Stephen effin Klubeck, or whatever his name is, right? Is he like the poster child for the rich and the wealthy going, all we need to do is all be a well-doer party. He's creeping me out. Am I supposed to be on board with him?
I think he has a son named Franklin that I used to read about as a kid. Anyone else? Couple people.
Who's that?
It's a millennial thing. I'll tell you about it after the show.
I totally
The turtle.
got it.
The turtle.
All right, here we go. Back to this jagoff. Ready?
Business and leadership. And it is very, very disturbing when I hear the millionaire or billionaire word. And I told them to stop it, knock it off.
I warned him, knock it off. Just like Hillary Clinton told Wall Street, cut it out.
Because everyone wants to do really well. And this is the world of
Guys like me making it impossible for other people to do well by rigging the tax system, fucking over unions, and exporting all the good jobs to more people in more desperate situations. What's your fucking problem? Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you.
aspirations.
Then are you worried that the Democratic Party is going too far to the left?
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you an MSNBC host. Still can't find room for Chomsky, but this motherfucker gets it. Isn't that amazing? We can't bring on Chomsky. Is there a billionaire asshole we could bring on instead? Got it. Done. Okay. So here we go. The Democratic Party's moving too far. The Democrats aren't far enough to the right. They only compromised and shifted to the right on living wages, education, tax cuts, the environment, healthcare, and war, but they haven't used a Republican talking point against the Democrats in 48 hours, so I guess they're good. Okay.
So much so, it drives me nuts. So,
By the way, saying the Democratic Party is too far to the left is like saying Kevin Spacey is too apologetic. You know what I'm talking about? Come on. I know I already hit that joke earlier, but it's still solid.
so it would make me quit the party. And I've made it very clear, I'll cut your money off.
Yeah, I'll cut your money off, and like a good trust fund teenager, they fucking listen. Yes, the Democrats listen. You know what Bernie Sanders says? I'll go to the people. fuck you. I will raise $1 billion, $27 at a time. And you know why Bernie picked 27? Because that's his social security number. He's old, it's funny. It's okay, he's old. Does he have more to say, this guy?
And others will do the same. We've had enough.
We've had enough. I've had enough of this shit where I have $1 billion. And I can't tell the fucking government what to do. I have had enough of this. I will move somewhere where I can tell it. I will go to Barbados and buy that fucking government and stick it right in your face.
I am a CEO, and I am tired of nobody in politics looking out for my interests.
Ron, stop being funnier than me. I'm a CEO looking for a party that finally looks out for my interests. You already did that joke. Let's see if there's any more.
Okay,
We
so
need a new brand.
And what is that brand? Because right now there is an opportunity. If Democrats lose, for example, in the state of Virginia, if that isn't a wake-up call that the Democratic leadership needs to get together and say, we've got to find a middle ground. Because if the Democrats continue to go far to the left, you've got that whole group in the center that aren't going to go the way of Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders. And they're going to fracture the party even more.
It's fractured.
So it's only that she's 100% fucking wrong. That's not a big deal because the people the farthest to the left won on election night last week, ladies and gentlemen. Right, Mike?
Yes.
Didn't we?
Democratic Socialists of America won seats across the country.
Yep, right.
Huge.
Yep.
That is huge.
Really? So the corporate Democrats, it wasn't a big rout for the corporate Democrats. It was actually the fucking far left won that election. They got a guy in Philadelphia who sued the cops and is a Black Lives Matter lawyer. He's now the DA. So it's just weird how they talk about the brand. Watch this.
Fractured. It's broken. We need a new brand.
We need a new brand. That's what hey, you know what? The problem isn't the Democratic brand. It's not like you guys invented the world's greatest candy bar and you named it Cancer. You're the Democrats. You guys are shit to the fucking core. You don't represent anybody except the same people the other party represents. They have a branding problem, Mike. They have a branding problem. Do you think that's a branding problem the Democrats have, Mike?
Well, you know, if you listen to someone like Tom Perez, then they do stand for something. They stand for hope and values. When we put hope on the ballot, we win. That's my Tom Perez. I don't know.
Yes. That's very good, Tom Perez.
That's good.
You got to put our values on the ballot. Put our values on the ballot.
If you don't have the hand gesture, then you're not fully capturing Tom Perez or Hillary Clinton.
Needs to be simple. Keep it simple. Tax reform. Keep it simple. Infrastructure. No bumps in the road. What more do we have to say?
I don't know. Maybe you could say shit like universal health care, Medicare for all, free college, a living wage, fight for 15, card check, strong unions. You could say that.
I don't know. Jimmy, if we do all of that, though, then this guy won't be able to buy another private jet or another mansion. So maybe we're being too hard on him, you know?
I'm with you.
They need to have a new brand created.
A new brand
Is the
created.
Democratic Party in worse shape than Republicans?
They're both insane.
Yeah. That's the one thing he's right about.
Yeah, he nailed that.
That's the one thing he's right about. And then this woman who I follow, she said this about him. He's just another greedy, bloated parasite sucking the life out of the planet while using his ill-gotten gains to further rig the system against the rest of us. We should tax him and all his cronies at a full 100%.
Yes.
So she responded to him, and then guess what? Jagoff Klubacek, or whatever his fucking name is, he responded to her. He says, creating 20,000 jobs, taking care of people, putting many kids through college. You must be a Bernie person who wants everything for free. Get a job and add to the GDP. It's okay to make money. You realize when you grow up, everyone wants to do well. So I responded to him and I said, when you say free stuff, you mean healthcare and education, not trillion-dollar Wall Street bailouts and billion-dollar oil subsidies. Because I'm not talking about giving away free stuff. As Bernie says, wrong. I am just suggesting your tax dollars get used for valuable public services. Instead of wasting billions on Wall Street, oil wars, and corporate subsidies, because it's the billionaires who are getting the free stuff. And let's find out, Mike, did you figure out that guy Klubeck, what he actually does for a living? He runs, this is from Wikipedia, Diamond Resorts International. And Diamond Resorts International is a timeshare that people use when they go on vacation. So when he says he creates 20,000 jobs, he means that there wouldn't be those jobs if he didn't invent going on vacation. Because that guy, it's what he's saying. If I didn't invent timeshares, no one would go on a vacation and then there wouldn't be jobs. There would be, people would still go on fucking vacation and there would still be 20,000 jobs, you fucking dickface, and you know it. You didn't create that job. People wanting to go on fucking vacation created those jobs. You stood up to fill a need that was in the economy. That's how the economy works. You don't create a job. A fucking need is in the economy. You show up to fill that need. It could have been you or some other dumb motherfucker to fill that need, okay? Some other guy, maybe the other guy who had his collar that mixed up to his earballs. Who fucking knows? And by the way, there's such a, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to say how much I love this audience because I heard somebody shout out, effing timeshare.
And here's what his company really does. Diamond Resorts was compelled to settle with the state of Arizona for $800,000 in December of 2016, just frickin' last December. The state has received hundreds of consumer complaints against Diamond Resorts. Consumers complain that Diamond used deceptive sales practices and made numerous oral misrepresentations and false statements during timeshare sales presentations.
A timeshare company being shady does seem really out of character. I'm with you.
So it turns out he's full of shit, and he's a scammer like all of them. And here's someone else I follow. Charlotte Alter says, a trans woman beat the guy who introduced the bathroom bill. A gun victim's boyfriend beat a delegate with an A grade from the NRA. A civil rights lawyer who sued the police department just became the top prosecutor in Philadelphia. Something's happening here, folks. Right, Mike? Wouldn't you say, what would be your assessment of this last election? My assessment would be that the people voted for the farthest left candidate they could find. What is your assessment?
My assessment is that if you don't give anybody a reason to vote, then they're not going to come out and support you. So the Democratic Party, they try to appeal to these so-called moderates, but the problem is that in doing that, they're just making sure that their actual base of progressives stay home, and they don't get that, so they think move further to the right. So if we've learned anything, or we should take away anything from this last couple of elections, it's that you have to be progressive and give voters a reason to come out. It's that simple.
So, good point, Mike. So, when they say it's the worst income inequality in 100 years, they say, hey, look, Russia! So that's all the Democrats have to offer.
Jimmy, is that Stephen Klubeck?
The next live Jimmy Dore show is December 4th. That's a Monday night, December 4th in Burbank, California at the Flappers Comedy Club. Link for tickets right there. See you December 4th.